Did you love that Bible lesson? I always love that one because I think it's funny how the believers were saying, shh, we're trying to pray for Peter. And the whole time, Peter was standing there and their prayers had already been answered. Sometimes that's how we are. We think that it could take a long time for our prayers to be answered. And sometimes they do, but sometimes they're answered quickly, like with Peter. Well, let's read what our Bible paper says today. Answered prayer. And you can read this whole Bible story in Acts 12 and 1 through 19. Let's read what this says. Peter was in prison. His friends met to pray for him. God answered their prayers. Fill in the circle of each correct answer. Now you read it. Okay, let's read number 1. Why was Peter in prison? For not believing in Jesus? For being a Christian. Why was Peter in prison? Yeah, he was in prison for being a Christian. He definitely believed in Jesus. Let's read number 2. What were other Christians doing while Peter was in prison? What were they doing? Planning for Peter, he owns it, Peter's escape, or praying for Peter? What were the other Christians doing? Planning his escape or praying? They were praying for him, that's right. Number 3, whom did God send to rescue Peter from prison? An angel? John. An angel. Number 4, how did the people react to Peter's arrival? Sad or surprised? They were totally surprised, weren't they? And there she is, barely opening the door because she can't believe it's Peter. Let's read our scroll today. It says, with God, all things are possible. Boys and girls, it doesn't matter what it is. With God, it is possible. Doesn't matter what the news says. With God, it is possible. So I hope this story encourages you today that no problem is too big for him to solve. And it might be that he just does such an amazing job answering our prayer, we can hardly believe it, just like Rhoda, where you can hardly believe what you're seeing. Well, I will see you in our next video.